Okay, so Varga's quite far in the lead. By far I mean 2 points. But I'm going to need to even it out on the next day. Otherwise Sans might shoot me. Our inspection turned up multiple violations which are undoubtedly contributing to serious decline in the department's efficiency. The penalty for the violations will be 25% of your bank account. If you require further clarification or if you wish to appeal this decision, please send a formal request to the mayor. You will receive an answer within 200 business days. That's just fucking pointless then, isn't it? What dozen onlookers have gathered around the building. The asylum patients are watching the growing crowd from the windows of the 3rd floor. Get a negotiator in. The inspectors are leaving the police station. Thank fuck for that. What's going on, guys? ZombifiedGamer here. Welcome back to This Is the Police. Robespierre and pretty wealthy but deeply unhappy. Well, those things don't correlate with each other, so obviously. Mayor calls prosecutor's office to check Robespierre's statements for extremism. University of Freeburg tuition costs to decrease. They seem to be cutting costs in everything. Too tired. Fuck off. Don't care. Do your work anyway. $600. That's fucking nothing. Used to be $2 grand. A Japanese businessman who must remain nameless will arrive soon in Freeburg. The city hopes to sign a major contract with him as our guest. He will examine many of our institutions, including the police station. His visit is scheduled on the 5th of August. Please take care to ensure that at least 3 Asian officers are working on that day. Why? That's fucking stupid. An irate lumberjack by the name of Grisham Frank claims that he planted a bomb at the cathedral. He says he'll blow up everyone inside unless the police arrest the priest. Apparently the priest convinced his recently deceased wife to refuse treatment at the hospital and ask gods for help instead. Yeah, that sounds like something a priest would do. Vargas need help. Someone sent a blood-soaked box to our leader's home. Most likely it contains a head or some other body part. We don't want to open the box until there's a policeman present. Why? Don't quite get that one, but okay. The cathedral is full of visitors. Okay, announces a bomb threat, order everyone to fuck off. Deploy all forces in an attempt to find the bomb, or find the priest, and begin the evacuation. Find the priest, I think. An improvised explosive device has been discovered under a pew near the altar. Ensure everyone's gone. Good. Perfect. A drunken teenager, encouraged by a group of friends, stripped off his clothes at the cash register and attempted to purchase a pack of condoms. It seemed like the sort of hazing or rite of passage. It's just fucking dumb. Chief, some guys in rags and trying to enter the police station. He says that he's a Tibetan monk and he wants to talk to the patrolman about the nature of violence. Should we let him in? Sure. Let him preach, I don't give a fuck. As a safety precaution, we've decided to change all staff that work on the ranch. We just hired 8 new maids from our neighbourhood city. but the bus they were taking has been intercepted by some Vegas punks. Let's teach them that even our maids can't be trifled with. Okay. The hockey team that Mr. Sands owns is getting ready for an important match. The ice arena is closed during training hours, but the stadium director just reported some people in strange clothing breaking into the arena and climbing onto the stands. What kind of strange clothing? A crazed woman just rang in. My god, this wretch is going to kill my baby. Please send everyone you can right now. The call ended abruptly. I feel like that might be a false call, but just in case, we'll send 3 good people. Got to treat it as if it's real anyway, don't you? We got a little money together and decided we'd build a bar in the basement of our houses. Opening day is today and someone started pounding on the front door, and at first we thought it was the neighbours complaining about the noise, but then Sans people rushed in, they're smashing everything. Some of us got out, but others are beat pretty bad. An elderly woman's cat got into a fight with the neighbour's dog. The dog ran back home when 4 other cats jumped over their house to the rescue. Yeah, I thought it might have been a false alarm. I'm good at calling out false alarms. A woman driving past on the bridge saw 2 thugs grabbing a skinny guy by his legs and hanging him over the bridge railing. The man was struggling and shouting. Okay, just wait a minute for my other people to come back. And now I can send them onto an actual case, rather than a cat fighting a dog. No new frames found. What the fuck are you coming to me with that for? And you as well. Either find some frames, or don't and just shut the fuck up about it. You don't need to tell me, oh, we didn't do our work today. How many Asian people do I even have in the force? Construction of new school postponed again. Freeburg to host exhibition of children's drawings. New federal law allows criminals to launder money more easily. Well, of course it does, because the mayor's a bit corrupt, isn't he? Don't care if you're tired. Fucking sit down and shut up. As long as you've not been boozing, you're fine.
Boyd.
Is everything okay, Jack? I'm not calling in the middle of a job.
No, you're okay. Did you find her?
Yes, I found her. Nothing shocking, don't worry. She's living with an insurance agent in the suburbs. He's 31 years old, recently divorced. He has a funny car, you know, like in that movie where that...
Did you talk to her?
Yeah, we talked. More like I talked and she basically cried. God, she hasn't cried so much since high school. You know, she was dating this boy from a restaurant and, what was his name? And
So,
then
Laura, she'll be back?
Of course she'll be back. She just needs time.
Time? You mean once she gets tired of screwing the insurance agent?
Jack, you're talking about my daughter.
Yeah, I know. I want to... Well, I just want her to come back as soon as possible.
Don't worry, I'm with you. We just need a little patience. I know it's asking a lot, Jack, but you really just gotta be patient. Wait for my call.
All right. Again, I'll wait for the call. Yes, understood. I know the situation is asking a lot from you too, Mrs. Markham. Thank you. And please, call me anytime.
Jack?
Yeah?
You okay for money?
Excuse me?
Well, you know, where the papers were talking about your resignation, they said you and Laura were a little tight, and I thought maybe you'd...
Good God.
Jack? Jack?
Okay, brand new day. What City Hall want from me? Oh, I can order a new officer. Let's do that. A young mother reported that an old man in rags entered the playground, climbed the hill, and began shouting, "The universe is made of suffering, hatred, it will kill all of you." The outraged mother shouted back, "Go away, you're scaring the children." Yeah, you shut him down there, didn't you? Fucking hell. Mr. Vargas sent us to meet and escort one of his associates, but right in front of us, a giant truck crashed into his car. This cannot be a coincidence. Sands is trying to kill us. An anonymous tip just came in. Some thugs are messing around with plastic explosives in the basement of an abandoned house and are handing it to children, along with toys. Situation's more serious than we thought, requesting reinforcements. Okay. That should do right. I hope that's enough. Someone came by our secret meeting spot, introduced himself as a friend, Mr. Varga, and said we could find him in the slum sewers. We sent some guys looking, but that was a few hours ago. We haven't heard anything back. We're beginning to get worried. Well, you're gonna have to wait. Because I need people back. Because you want two, not one. Fantastic. The two trucks collided on a country road near the forest and police were called by a motorcyclist who was driving past. He said that one of the trucks rolled and caught fire, but the driver managed to escape the flames. He grabbed a stick from the side of the road and set it on fire and is now threatening the other driver who has locked himself in the side of his truck. Fantastic. wife of a young banker who recently helped us make quite a substantial deal, just called up in tears, saying some creeps cornered her husband in the garage, says they tied him up and are threatening to light him on fire. Vargas goons, no doubt. A man armed with a gun burst into a pawn shop and demanded that all of his money and valuables be put in the bag.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation here.
The driver is brandishing a burn stick like a torch and striking the other truck's windshield, attempting to get the other driver. Okay.
412A.
Nice. Some associates of Mr. Sands were planning to meet and discuss the Vargas situation. The meeting was supposed to happen in a forest outside the city, but our scouts sighted a group of punks hanging around. Sure would like to see the look of their faces when the police rolls up out of blue. Well, I'm going to leave this episode here. Leave a like if you enjoyed watching, don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye.
You ain't scared. Yeah. Things that go bump in the night. Me. I got a zombie army, and you can't harm me. Yeah, hoodoo, bitch. Drink blood like a vampire without warning. Hoodoo, bitch. Stand up. Hide your kids, grab your wife, better get out of sight.